Good morning. I'm here in Santa Ana, just down at the, you should call it the bus station, waiting for the 210 bus to go to Ahuachapán to make my first connection to Ataco. Had a lovely time here in Santa Ana, and yeah, just waiting for my bus here to get going. Should be here in a couple of minutes. And that's why it's always good to ask, because the 210 bus I'm looking for is on the other side of the station out here. So I'm gonna head over this way now and get on my bus. So I just hopped off the bus a couple blocks early just to stretch my legs. I'm here in Ahuachapán, which is sort of the first transfer point. It is also considered sort of the first or the beginning of the Ruta De Las Flores. As you go in farther, you get to the smaller towns, and that's where I'm headed today. So I just had to walk just down here a couple blocks to catch the bus number 249 to Ataco. Let's head on over. Welcome to Ataco. We have arrived. So I'm just a few blocks from where I'm staying, a little bit early, so I thought I might go try and find something to eat first. I have a bunch of places on my map that Luis recommended, so I'm just gonna hit one of those up along the way. This is our first stop here along the Ruta De Las Flores in El Salvador. Some absolutely amazing street art here. Anyway, let's get up to where I'm staying before the rain starts. Good evening from here in Ataco on the Ruta de las Flores in El Salvador. I arrived here a few hours ago and just out for an evening stroll. It is a humid but overcast night, and everyone kept telling me I was expecting rain, but it hasn't happened yet. Anyway, just here in the park, just in the main square, beautiful park, lots of trees and different kinds of things, and there's restaurants that kind of encircle the place. They're doing a bunch of road construction here, so there's not even that many cars at the moment, which is nice. And yeah, just sitting here with a coffee that I picked up from a place called the Coffee Spot, which was spot on. It's definitely needed. So my plan for Ataco, tomorrow is my one full day here, so I am going to check out the town tomorrow. This will be the first of 2 or maybe 3 stops along the Ruta de las Flores here in El Salvador, and I'm very excited to check it out. I've heard nothing but amazing things about how beautiful it is, and I have to say on the drive up here today from Santa Ana, it was very, very, very nice. Picturesque along this winding highway, nestled within the mountains, and lots of trees and flowers, as expected, along the way. So, yeah, so we're just kind of hanging out for now, and we'll see what this town's all about. This is the famous church that's here in town, which we'll have a better look at tomorrow in the daytime. But this whole square is a really pretty spot. It's all lit up here at night. Lots of people hanging out, all kinds of different trees and plants and stuff. Really, really cool. And as I mentioned, And more restaurants just looking over on that side too. Everywhere you go here, there's lots of choices. So, just at the top of the hill there, right above my finger, you can see that is the Mirador de la Cruz here in Ataco. And I may try and get up there later today, depending on how I feel. I won't say that I'm still in an incredible amount of pain from the volcano hike almost 5 days ago, but it's still a little achy at times. So it is the fun part about being of a certain age. Just gonna take a walk over here to the main square, kind of pick up where we left off last night. We've got ourselves a military band playing here at the band shell in the park. Just another look at this park here in the daytime, and it's even more impressive than it was last night, with all the different trees and plants and all kinds of different stuff. The water fountain was off last night. There was obviously no band playing last night. And here we can get a better shot at the church that's here on the square. It is very foreboding skies here at the moment. You can see how nice and clear it is there, and then this stuff is rolling in behind me. So we'll see if the rain holds off. So here in El Salvador, as I mentioned before, I'm in the area known as the Ruta De Las Flores, and it is basically a stretch of road that runs up through the Apaneca mountain range and has 5 towns officially, plus 2, one on each end. And Ahuachapán was where I transferred my bus yesterday. That's sort of the unofficial starting point or end point, depending on which direction you go. And here at Ataco is one of the 5 towns along the route. Just came over to the Church of the Immaculate Conception here for a quick look. There's nobody inside at the moment, so that's super convenient for being able to film a little bit. Just wanted to come up here to the altar. So this place was built, I believe, in the early 1900s on the location of the original church that was here by the Spanish conquistadors in the 1500s. So this is right off of the main square here in Ataco. Little gardens out there to the left. And just a beautiful shot here as you come out the main doors looking at the park. So this region of El Salvador is famous for its coffee. It is one of the leading producing areas for coffee in the country. Santa Ana, as I had mentioned previously in that video, is a big coffee roasting and production city. But a lot of the coffee originates from sort of within the hills here along the Ruta De Las Flores. One of the main attractions here at Ataco, if you do decide to come and visit, it is a very kind of a sleepy, quiet town, as are most of the towns along the route here. But what makes this really a pretty place is that most of the buildings and the houses and stuff all have been covered in murals, some with historical significance, much cultural significance, and there's a lot of art, and artists community here is very big and strong. So wherever you go, you're going to run into artists and art and little, places to pick up different pieces, those types of things. We're just going to take a walk down through to have a look at some of the various murals that are on the sides of the road and see what it's all about. It's a large function area inside here. Looks like a soccer field that's also used for events. Some nice mural work along the side of the building here. Looks like there's maybe a wedding or something going on inside today. One of the things that's probably come across in the pictures already in the video is that the roads here are all cobblestone streets, which is pretty cool. They're currently working on repairing a large section of it here at the moment, right by the town square. You can see all the laborious work that's involved. Because it's all cobblestone, of course, they're busy breaking up the rocks and setting all the rocks to find the right sizes and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work. And here's one of the more famous murals here in the town. This is the mural of Ataco. And this mural is interesting because it's got a lot of the history, different characters and stuff along the street there, and then continues along this way with some more beautiful artwork. This section here is a lot of clothing, shirts and dresses, and some traditional, some modern. But there is no shortage of places here to pick up souvenirs and things like that for your trip in El Salvador. Gracias. So I know it's a trend everywhere I go, but I have to say that the people here in El Salvador have all been very, very nice. It's been amazing to see, considering how many fights and wars and civil wars and things that this country has been involved in over the years, how gracious and kind everyone is. I was briefly in San Salvador last month, and then again in Santa Ana, and now here, and everywhere I've gone, people have been super friendly, super helpful when I have questions about things, and yeah, it's been really, really good. And I think anyone who has concerns about, El Salvador's too dangerous or, too controversial or whatever, it's always important to remember that in the end of the day, people are just trying to get by like everywhere else. And a lot of that stuff doesn't really matter in your day-to-day as you explore the country, meet the people, and eat all the pupusas. So I thought I'd give you a quick shot of the room that I stayed in here in Ataco. I stayed at a place called Casaca, which is a locally owned homestay, basically. The owner, Antonio, has 4 rooms available here, and it was great. I was here for a couple nights. It was quiet. He's got some really great dogs here. He does dog rescues, rescuing street dogs, and the dogs that live here with him are amazing, so they're great. And this was the room. Nice little double bed that was very comfortable, and lots of nice little decorations and stuff. I had a little desk there that I was working off of, and a chair. Good little fan here. No air conditioning, but I don't really think it was super needed. It wasn't super hot here at night, and it's a great little spot for sure. So this room and the other 3, there's a shared bathroom, which I'll take you up to in a second. But yeah, great spot. It was a really great price, I thought, too, at just $15 per night for one person. I think it was $20 for 2 people per night. So if you're traveling as a duo, it's only $10 per person. Great Wi-Fi here. Like fresh water and stuff was available, and yeah, there's a common area here too if you want to do that. And I mean, Ataco is pretty small, so you're only 3 blocks from the main square and all the activity. It's very easy to get around this town. Anyway, if you're looking for a local place here in Ataco that is locally owned and a great place that's affordable and good for a couple nights, then I would say that Casaca is a great place to come and stay. Let's take a walk out to the rest. Here's just kind of the main office area of one of the rooms there. There's this nice garden area here. It's got some sheets up and stuff at the moment. And shared bathroom facility, so toilet, shower here with good hot water, sink and stuff here. And yeah, great spot. Definitely recommend if you're coming to Ataco and you need a night or two to stay in town to check it out. Casaca is definitely the place I would recommend. Just finished up a quick meal of pupusas at Cielito Lindo, or Pupuseria here in Ataco. Came really highly regarded, and they were good. I think that the horchata that I had with it, which was kind of like almost like chocolate milk, was quite good, and the pupusas were good too. But I'm still in the mood for something else, so I'm gonna go and have a look and see what else I can find to snack on. Good morning. We are just wrapping up here at Ataco this morning and heading to my next destination, Huayua. Just going to go over and catch, I believe that is the bus I need, number 249. And should only be about a half an hour or so, I think, to get there. So let's head over.